De La Cruz has instantly become a baseball sensation.
Smash to right center. First big league hit, and here he goes.
But there was a time that he nearly quit playing and might have gone through with it if it wasn't for someone special. First, let's see how De La Cruz developed his love for the game. Number 8. Elly De La Cruz's early life. De La Cruz was born in the Dominican Republic. He grew up with 8 other siblings, including his twin brother, Pedro. His parents, Carmen and Antonio, raised all 9 kids in the town of Sabana Grande Boya, which has a population of 34,283 in the southeast region of the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic has a rich history of baseball, which includes champions and Hall of Famers like Pedro Martinez, Vladimir Guerrero, and David Ortiz. Growing up, De La Cruz dreamt of adding his name alongside those legends. All he ever wanted as a kid was a baseball jersey, but soon enough, he would have much more than a simple jersey. But following one's dream can be a scary thing. What made it easier for De La Cruz was his mother's guidance and her constant love, which let De La Cruz know that even if he failed to reach his dreams, he would always have a loving home back in the Dominican Republic, which made him only want to try harder. Before all the glitz and glamour, however, there were to be lots of tough years that shook De La Cruz's belief and made him question his abilities. So, let's see how he navigated the ups and downs of becoming a professional baseball player. Number 7. How he started baseball. De La Cruz's love for baseball started simply. He didn't need any high-tech equipment. All he needed was a tennis ball or a rubber ball, which he loved to hit as a kid. This childhood hobby quickly became a passion and then an obsession for him. In order to pursue his love, De La Cruz made the commitment of leaving his family when he was just 6 years old. He lived with his coach's brother on the northeast side of the Dominican Republic. Imagine how scary that must have been. Plus, the emotional turmoil of not only leaving your mom and dad, but your siblings as well, including your twin. But it's this type of commitment that De La Cruz showed early in life that paid dividends later. In his new home, he had better access to tournaments and training facilities. But De La Cruz wasn't done moving just yet. At age 10, he moved once again, this time to the country's capital, Santo Domingo, to train at a baseball academy. There, although he learned new skills, it really tested his resolve and almost made him give up the game he loved. Number 6. Nearly quitting. In Santo Domingo, De La Cruz saw that his dream was possible as there were older players getting signed by MLB organizations from the same baseball academy he was attending. However, he simply wasn't good enough to get acknowledged, yet. This really tested his confidence. On top of that, the team already had a shortstop, forcing De La Cruz to play pitcher and left fielder, which weren't his strong points. Things only got harder for him as he came face to face with another ugly truth about professional sports. Those with more money and resources tend to get noticed more easily. And that's what was happening as De La Cruz saw kids with rich parents having better equipment and resources than him and were easy to scout for. However, things were also on the up and up for De La Cruz, who played well with the Vilorio family in the crowd. They were about to start their own team and picked up De La Cruz to be part of it. He ended up getting a new glove, a new bat, and a new place to live. De La Cruz went on to say that the family treated him like one of their own. However, by that point, it had been 10 years since he left home, and De La Cruz couldn't see the path of him becoming a professional baseball player still, so he contemplated quitting and going back home. That's when his mother gave him the pep talk he needed and provided him with the motivation to keep going. It wouldn't be long after that crucial talk that De La Cruz met with a Red Scout. He wasn't even supposed to get a tryout, but thanks to some good luck, he got it and won them over with his excellent play. And on July 2nd, 2018, De La Cruz signed with the Cincinnati Reds as an international free agent. Number 5. MLB Career. It would be several years before De La Cruz made his way from the minor leagues to the majors. This was made even more troublesome by the COVID pandemic. If De La Cruz knew one thing by now, it was to be patient and bide his time. And that's exactly what he did until he was finally promoted to the major leagues on June 6, 2023. De La Cruz was the 5th youngest NL ballplayer at 21 years of age, and one of the tallest shortstops in MLB history at 6'5", and one of the fastest ball players in baseball. His debut was so anticipated that the ticketing website broke down. His very first home run came the day after his debut, and it was like right away he became must-see TV.
Deep right center. Off the base of the wall. The plane shifts through second.
In a game against the Atlanta Braves on June 23rd, he hit for the cycle. He became the youngest player to do so since Cesar Cedeno in 1972. He is also the 3rd youngest player in MLB history to accomplish that feat. On July 8th, De La Cruz became the first Reds player since Greasy Neal in 1919 to steal 2nd, 3rd, and home in the same inning. On July 16th, he broke the StatCast record for the fastest infield assist with a throw reaching 97.9 miles per hour. It's almost as if he'd been waiting his entire life to show the world what he was made of. His impact on the team was clear too. The Reds won 13 of their first 17 games, including a 12-game win streak that matched the franchise longest in the modern era, which had come in 1957. During his award-winning streak, De La Cruz batted .440 with 2 homers and 6 extra base hits. Joey Votto, the Reds' first baseman, even went as far as to describe De La Cruz as Mickey Mantle. In just a short time, De La Cruz has become the best young rising star in baseball, and soon enough, he's going to start getting paid like one too. Number 4. Career earnings. When De La Cruz initially signed with the Reds, he earned a nice $65,000 signing bonus. Since then, De La Cruz signed a 1-year, $720,000 contract with the Cincinnati Reds. All $720,000 is guaranteed. However, his adjusted salary with the Cincinnati Reds comes down to $452,907. But as a sign of things to come, De La Cruz recently appeared in his very first advertisement, and it was for none other than his new Hollywood blockbuster, Mission Impossible. As De La Cruz's fame grows, there's no doubt that he'll have more sponsorships coming his way, especially in his home country, along with more lucrative deals. One thing that is already skyrocketing is his social media. Number 3. Social media. On Instagram, De La Cruz has nearly 350,000 followers. There, not only can you catch footage of his gameplay, but you also get an inside look at his fun personality. Speaking of which, De La Cruz is known to pretend that he's holding a basketball instead of a baseball and Eurostep his way around practice cones as if he's about to throw down a windmill dunk. On top of that, he also uses his guitar during batting practice and jams out as he waits for his turn to come up. And when he isn't playing around like that, he's strumming along to the pop songs that play over the speakers. It's his light and joyful energy that seems to keep the mood fun and has made him an instant favorite of many of his teammates. But on the field, what seems to separate him from his contemporaries is his unique build. Number 2. Unique stature. Standing at an impressive 6'5", De La Cruz is one of the largest shortstops in the game. To put it in perspective, Reds shortstop Matt McLain is 5'8". Barry Larkin was a 6-foot shortstop. Dave Concepcion was considered tall for his position in the 1970s at 6'2". De La Cruz has an even larger wingspan along with his unique combination of power and speed that almost no one in the sport possesses. His teammates have said they've never seen someone move the way he does while being as tall as he is. He's been able to combine speed and grace, which allows him to pretty much set up behind every ground ball that goes his way. Number 1. His net worth. As far as his net worth, we have to cut De La Cruz some slack since he's just getting started. He has yet to capitalize on his growing fame through endorsements and sponsorships, which are no doubt coming his way. And he's yet to sign those massive baseball contracts which leave every other professional athlete jealous, with the exception of soccer players, that is. So, as for now, we'd estimate that his net worth is somewhere around the $150,000 mark, but that'll be pocket change for someone like De La Cruz in a few years if he keeps playing the way he has been. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell beside it so you're notified next time we upload a new video. With that being said, you just watch us break down Elly De La Cruz's inspiring story and lifestyle. See you next time!